What's going on, everybody? Another acting tip of the week. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to apologize really because I was sick last week. I got sick like out of nowhere. I really don't know what happened. I was feeling good all week, and then all of a sudden I woke up and I had like a really high fever, and I wasn't feeling good and had a headache, and then all of a sudden like my gums started to swell up really bad. And then it turned out I had a tooth infection from my wisdom teeth. I've never gotten any of them pulled before. So I had all 4 of my wisdom teeth, and they were all causing me problems. So finally, after like a really painful weekend, I was able to see a dentist yesterday and got all 4 of my wisdom teeth pulled yesterday. So now the rest of this week I'm just hanging out at home. It doesn't hurt too bad now. I'm on some painkillers, like just Tylenol, I've been taking that like crazy, so it's not too bad. So anyway, I figured I should probably try to get out a video to catch up for all the, information that I've missed. So anyway, because of all this that happened, I thought it'd be really interesting to talk about, when you have an audition as an actor, and you need to like cancel or reschedule or let your agent know that you can't do it, right? Because that's an important part. Sometimes things come up like this out of nowhere. I had a couple self-tape auditions I was supposed to do last week. I had another one early this week that I wasn't able to get to, so that was tough, but again, you're in a lot of pain. I couldn't even really talk a few days ago, so it didn't make a lot of sense to do, an audition tape, but there's something you can easily do is just get a hold of your agent beforehand, explain to them the situation. Now listen, your agents should be pretty level-headed, okay? I mean, obviously they understand too that things come up and you're not going to be able to, book every single job or let alone audition for every single job. So it's important that, you kind of have that understanding going into. You shouldn't push yourself, beyond your means and your limits to, get an audition if it doesn't really make sense at the time. And that's okay. But it's important for you as an actor to inform your agent. You got to let your team know that you can't do it. So all you have to do is send a really nice email, okay? Or if you're close to your agent, you can give your agent a call. But in my case, it was really hard to speak on the phone, so I just sent them an email. And basically, you need to do this a day or 2 before your audition is due, right? You don't want to do it the day of your audition because that's like, why did you waste everybody's time? You want to give yourself and your team, time to let casting know that you're not going to be there or that you can't get a tape in, right? So you need to just easily email your team, and like I did, I got on the phone right away. This is like, I got the audition the day before. I kind of knew I'm not going to be able to, feel better in time, so let me email my agent right away. You just send them a nice email that just, you can say like, hey, I really appreciate the opportunity to audition. However, in my case, this tooth infection came out of nowhere. I had to go see the doctor. I'm taking antibiotics. I'm really trying to heal myself and get better. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to make the audition, right? And or get a tape in on time. And then you always try to let them know that like you're doing everything you can to accommodate them, right? So like in this case, I did let her know. I said, if things do change and I am feeling better all of a sudden, I'll definitely try to get a tape in. Especially if the sides are short, if it's a really easy audition to prepare for, it's like, okay, I can put something together. However, you don't want to put together a bad audition. It's probably better not to audition than to put yourself on tape and have it just be a really bad representation of you and your agent, and you're going to waste everybody's time that way. So in a lot of cases, just sending a nice email is a good way to, save yourself that trouble. And still come across as professional because, like I said, things do happen. But for me, I just sent my team an email. I also CC'd other people, in our team, or my agency's team, who deal with other departments, so that they're aware that I'm having this tooth problem. I'm probably going to be out for the next few days. And then after you, send that off, usually somebody gets back to you right away and says, oh, okay, no problem. Thanks for letting us know. That's good. Because again, it gives them time to prepare, to reach out to casting. They can make arrangements too and say, oh, well, my actor's not feeling very good, but, maybe can you reschedule an audition for him next week, if production's still allowing that. There's ways to work around it. So don't just think like, oh, I'm just wasting this opportunity, I'm blowing this opportunity. No, there's ways that your team can work around those things to reschedule an audition, maybe get you an opportunity later down the line. Or, in some cases, this particular audition just wasn't right for you, okay? It just didn't work out, for this whatever reason. It's not a big deal. You're going to get more auditions. But the way you handle it beforehand is kind of the big differentiator, that your agent's going to look at. Like, okay, who are my serious actors? Who's really taking the time to keep me informed, to keep my team informed, so we can continue to get people the best auditions, and who's taking their career seriously enough to, be prepared and be proactive. And I've said that before in other acting tip of the week videos. Being proactive is a huge component to your success. So as long as you can do that, stay on top of everything, inform the right people. Don't push yourself too hard. I mean, you're, an artist, you're a performer, okay? So you need to really take care of yourself. And once you're feeling good, that's where your best work and, representation can come through. So anyway, my mouth is killing me. This is just a short acting tip, but I think it's important, So if you find yourself in a situation like mine where, you're not feeling good or kind of an emergency comes up and you need to miss out on an audition, just be proactive. Email your agent right away. Let them know what's going on. Be straightforward with them. Don't lie or try to cut corners or anything like that. Just be straightforward and come up with a plan together. That's the whole point of you having an agent, right? All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I'll try to hit you up with another acting tip next week, maybe another one later this week, so I can kind of catch up. But we'll see how I'm feeling, if the mouth pain goes down. Anyway, okay, everybody. Take care. Thank you.